Have you ever just stopped and felt like there's gotta be more to you than what you see in the mirror? You know, that feeling that the life you're living, the person you think you are, is somehow not the whole story? Well, let's get into that, because today we're going to unlock a really profound truth, one that changes the very essence of who you believe you are.
Let this sink in for a moment. This is the ultimate truth, a Mavakya, a great cosmic utterance revealed by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyānanda Paramāshivam. And what it means is this: everything you've been chasing, better health, more wealth, that deep inner peace, or some hidden knowledge, it's not something you need to find out there. It's already what you are. You just have to realize it and then, let it shine.
So where do we even start with a realization that big? Well, first, we've got to understand that the you think you are isn't just one single thing. Bhagavan reveals that there are actually 3 different versions of you. And getting a handle on these layers, that's the first real step to experiencing who you truly are.
Okay, first up is the mirage you. Think about who you are when you're dreaming. In the dream, that person feels totally real, right? You have feelings, you have experiences, you're a whole person. But then you wake up and you realize it was all like a mirage in the desert. It looked real, but there was nothing actually there. That's the mirage you.
All right, now let's talk about the you who's listening to this right now. This is what we call the shadow you. Now, this self feels way more solid than your dream self for sure. It's got memories, it makes plans, it has a personality, but Bhagavan explains that it's still just a shadow. And what is a shadow? It's just a projection that needs a real object to even exist. So it feels real, but it's not the source.
And here's the part that changes everything. Both that mirage you from your dreams and the shadow you in your waking life, they both come from a single source. And that source is the real you, the quantum you. Just like the quantum field holds all possibilities, this self is your real fundamental nature. It's the eternal, unchanging reality that all these temporary identities are just projected from. Experiencing this is the whole point of the spiritual journey.
So this leads us to the biggest question of all, doesn't it? If this powerful, complete quantum self is our true nature, why do we spend our entire lives thinking we're the shadow? Why is the real you so hidden from us day to day? To answer that, Bhagavan shares this amazing story from the ancient scriptures. It's a perfect analogy for how we've been conditioned, you could even say brainwashed, to forget how powerful we really are.
Just picture this. A tiny lion cub, lost at birth, gets found and raised by a flock of sheep. It grows up bleeding like a sheep, eating grass like a sheep, and being scared of wolves like a sheep. In its own mind, it is a sheep. Well, that's us. We are all lions who've been taught by society, by our upbringing, to believe we are small, weak, and fragile sheep. And this just hits the nail on the head. Your true power, your divine nature, it's not gone. You don't have to build it from scratch. It's just dormant, It's asleep, waiting for you to remember. It's time to stop bleeding and unlearn all the conditioning. It's time to remember how to roar.
Okay, so how do we do that? How do we actually break free from the sheep mindset? Bhagavan gives us a super direct, practical technique to stop identifying with the shadow and connect with our quantum self. It's the path of becoming the witness.
The process sounds simple, but wow, it's profound. First, you just watch everything that's happening. Your thoughts, your feelings, sounds, everything, without getting caught up in it. Then, you turn your awareness around and you watch the one who is watching. Who is this I that's observing everything? And finally, you take one more step back and just witness the witness itself.
When you can actually do that, witness the witness, that's when you have your first massive breakthrough. You suddenly see that all these separations we imagine between me and my thoughts, between me and the world, are just illusions. They're like lines we draw in the ocean. They look like they're there, but they're not real. There's just one single, seamless ocean of consciousness.
Now, this kind of realization usually brings up a big question about desire. People ask, okay, if I'm already whole, why do I still want things? Are my goals and ambitions just a trap? And Bhagavan makes a really crucial distinction here.
See, there are 2 completely different kinds of desire. The first kind comes from a feeling of lack. It's the belief that says, I'm not enough and I need that person or that car or that achievement to make me whole. That's the trap. But the second kind, that comes from a place of fullness. It's the natural, joyful urge of the universe to expand and express itself through.
This is such a powerful way to see it. True desire, the kind that comes from your quantum self, isn't a sign that you're empty. It's a compass.
It's the universe itself pointing, giving you a direction for your own expansion and your own joy. It's life just saying, hey, come this way. Let's explore this.
So we've got the three selves, we've got the path of the witness, and we have a new understanding of desire. Let's kind of wrap this all together now into one final empowering idea you can carry with you.
Look, if you're resonating with any of this, it's not by accident. It's because some part of you is getting tired of the disguise, that life is a shadow, as a sheep. It's starting to feel too tight, like a cocoon you're about to outgrow. That feeling of restlessness you have, that's the universe knocking on your door, saying, hey, it's time to wake up.
This is the core invitation from Bhagavan. For so long, you've kept the door to your true self closed, living in the small, stuffy room of the shadow you. And he's just saying, open the door. Stop resisting, stop overthinking it. Just open the door and let that fresh wind of cosmic truth, of wisdom, of your authentic self finally rush in.
The mirage is starting to fade. The shadow is becoming see-through. The entire universe is rooting for you to wake up and remember the lion you've always been. So the only real question left is the one right here. Are you ready to stop pretending and finally remember who you really are?